Hi, this is Amy Romeo from the jewelry making and craft blog, amyromeo.com, and today in this video I will be showing you how to make Hanukkah earrings using faux leather, heat transfer vinyl, and a Cricut cutting machine. I've designed a Dreidel and a Menorah earring. I have the earring templates free in my resource library on my blog for you. If you'd like to craft along with me, I'll show you how to get those, and I'll show you all the steps that I take from using the design in Cricut Design Space, uploading it, cutting the materials, pressing on the heat transfer vinyl, the whole 9 yards. So if you're ready to learn how to make these earrings with me, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go over the tools and materials I'll be using to make these Hanukkah earrings with my Cricut. I'll be using the Cricut Maker, but you could also use the Explorer Air 2, the Explorer 3, the Maker 3, or even the Cricut Joy. And that's because I'll be using the standard fine point blade that comes with all of these machines when you take it out of the box. I'll be using the purple strong grip cutting mat to cut the faux leather and the green standard grip cutting mat to cut the heat transfer vinyl. And the faux leather I'll be using is this smooth faux leather from Amazon in 2 different shades of blue. I'll link to this and all the materials in the description of this video and also in my blog post tutorial. I'll be using white heat transfer vinyl, and for the back of the earrings I'll be using some of the Cricut foil iron-on. This is a sampler pack with some shades of blue and some silver, and this will add some interest and some structure to the back of the faux leather earrings. I'll also be using some blue painter's tape to help me cut the faux leather. To press the heat transfer vinyl, I'll use my Easy Press Mini and a heat pressing pad and a little Teflon cover sheet. You could also use a regular Easy Press or even a big heat press. I'll be using a 1/16 inch hole punch if I need a little help punching the earring holes if the Cricut doesn't cut the hole completely. I'll use some craft scissors, 2 pair of flat nose pliers to attach the earring hooks, and then earring hooks in the metal color of your choice, and some 6mm jump rings. And if you'd like to make these earrings along with me, I have the Menorah and the Dreidel earring SVG patterns free in my blog's resource library. Let me show you now how to go over to my blog and grab those. You want to visit amyromeo.com, and here on the main menu bar you'll see resource library and get a password. If you don't already have a password to my library, click here, let me know what email address you prefer, and the password will be sent to you immediately. Once you receive the password, come back here and click on resource library, and when you're inside the library, you'll enter the password. And all of my files are named and numbered. So you will be looking for number 188, and it will say Hanukkah earrings right here. It's not here yet, but when you're watching this video, it will be. And this blue name, this headline, is what you will click on to begin the download of the SVG files to your device. Again, you're looking for number 188, and this will say Hanukkah earrings SVG. Once you download the SVGs, they're in a zipped folder, and you'll need to unzip them before you can upload them to Cricut Design Space. Once you've downloaded the files onto your device, in Cricut Design Space you will want to upload them into your canvas. And to do that, click Upload, Upload Image, and then browse to where your unzipped SVG file is located. Here's mine. I'll click Open, and that will show me a preview of my earring shapes. And I will click Upload, and that brings them here into the recently uploaded row of SVGs, and I'll click Add to Canvas. And now both of my earring shapes with the pre-cut holes are on my canvas. First thing I want to do is I'm going to click on the 2 menorahs, and I'm going to change both of them to white because I will be cutting them from white heat transfer vinyl. And the Dreidel is 2 layers. You can see here in the layers panel, there's a top layer that I'll cut from the light blue faux leather and a bottom layer that peeks through of the dark blue faux leather. So I will leave these colors as is. These are already sized nicely for earrings, but if you wanted to adjust the size, you can do that just by clicking on them. You'll first need to ungroup them if you want to adjust anything on these earrings. You can use the arrow slider to make them bigger or smaller, and you can also type a different size here in the size box. I wanted to let you know if you do plan on changing the size of the earrings, this earring hole may not work anymore. It may become too large or too small. So let me show you how to hide the earring hole so it doesn't cut, and then you can use your hole punch to manually make the holes. So for example, you'll click on the earring that you want to hide the hole, and you'll click on contour, and contour will allow you to hide the hole by clicking on it. And then we will just X out of that, and then you'll see now the hole has disappeared. So let me put the hole back in again by clicking on it. You can either click here on the side or you can click here on the preview. But I want to cut the holes on these earrings, so I will go ahead and click the Make It button. And Design Space will separate this project into 3 different mats for us. The first will be, we'll cut from white heat transfer vinyl. I'm going to prepare my mat here just by pulling them apart just a little bit. And the light blue mat will cut from the light blue faux leather. Again, I will pull these apart just a little bit, and this mat I need to mirror because there is text. The Hebrew letters here are text that will cut in reverse, and then the text will be legible when we take the faux leather off the mat and make the earring. So it's important, if you are cutting a mat with a material that you cut face down, like faux leather or heat transfer vinyl, it's important that you mirror the mat. And because we've mirrored this mat, we will also want to mirror this mat just so that the outline of the dreidel matches and lines up. So these 2 earring backs will cut on the same mat, which is great, and I will make a note of what size faux leather I need to cut to place down on the mat and tape down. So it looks like I need a piece of faux leather a little less wide than 6 inches and a little shorter than 3 inches tall. I'll click here and take a look at this one. Looks like I'll be using a 3x2 piece of faux leather. So once I've made a note of that, I'll click continue, and I will cut this white vinyl mat first, and I'm going to use the washi sheet setting. This is the setting that I like to cut regular heat transfer vinyl on, but you can use whatever vinyl setting you prefer, and I will use default pressure. So let me show you how we go ahead and get that mat cut. To cut the heat transfer vinyl mat, I've taken a piece of white heat transfer vinyl, and I'm going to place this shiny side down in the same location on my mat as shown in the mat preview screen. If your green mat is nice and sticky, that's great. If not, I suggest using a little bit of blue painter's tape to just tape down the edges and make sure it doesn't move. Again, I'm cutting this on the washi sheet setting, which is my preferred vinyl cut setting on the Cricut for intricate cuts, but you may like one of the vinyl settings. I will load this into the mat and press the C button to begin the cut. Once the cut is complete, I'll unload the mat and remove the tape if you taped down. And it will be very hard for you to see, but the shape's cut out nicely, and I'm going to use my weeding tool and weed away the excess vinyl. There are some very small little pieces here that I will weed out of the way in just a moment, but I wanted to show you how easily those weed the little menorahs. And I'm going to work on this in a moment. First, I'm going to prepare the faux leather mat, and I'm going to put a backing on the blue faux leather so that when we cut it with the Cricut, it will already have the backing on. So I'm going to turn my Easy Press Mini on to the lowest setting, let that warm up. I've already cut a piece of the dark blue faux leather to the size shown in the mat preview screen. It was 6 inches wide by 3 inches tall, and I'm going to flip it over. I have a scrap of dark blue Cricut foil iron-on that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to match up the Match of the front and the back. You want these to be very similar in size. To press the foil iron-on onto the back of the faux leather, place the faux leather pretty side down. The back of the foil is going to touch the back of the faux leather. And then we'll just cover with a little piece of Teflon paper, Teflon sheet or parchment paper. Now that the Easy Press Mini has come to temperature, I will just start to press. This will be warm, so be careful. Try to keep the faux leather flat as you lift off the cover sheet that protects the foil iron-on. And then I like to cover and press one more time just to make sure the foil is completely adhered to the back of the faux leather. So you can see how the foil backing is on the piece of faux leather that we're going to cut. And then get your nice and sticky purple mat and place the faux leather in the location on the mat that you saw in the mat preview screen. Foil side up, faux leather side down. And again, I will use blue painter's tape to tape the faux leather down on all sides. In Cricut Design Space, I'll select the blue mat, and then I will choose the material setting called Faux Leather Paper Thin. If you don't have this setting already selected as a favorite like I do, click on Browse All Materials and search for it. I will click on it to select it, and then I will choose More Pressure from the menu. If this is your first time cutting faux leather with a Cricut, know that I'll be using the standard fine point blade that comes with the machine, with the Explorer machines, the Joy, and the Maker machines. And you'll want to make sure your white star wheels are moved off to the side, just sort of pushed off to the side. That way they don't roll over your material and leave tracks. So I will load the taped mat into the machine. And press the C button to begin the cut. When the cut's complete, I like to use my sharp weeding tool and just lift up a corner to see if the cut was complete. And if not, I'll just press the C button to repeat the cut. I usually repeat the cut on all faux leather cuts just to be sure. If you're using the Cricut Joy, because there's no button, you'll look at your screen on Design Space and you can select to unload the mat or to repeat the cut. So that's how you'll repeat a cut on the Joy. If you can always repeat a cut as long as you haven't unloaded your mat. Once you unload your mat, that option is gone. So I'll go ahead and repeat the cut here, and then we will remove the shapes from the mat. So I'll unload the mat, and you can see that the shapes, when you have the foil iron-on on the back already, the blade leaves a tiny bit of sort of a crimped edge, but that's very easy to just iron back out quickly. So I will remove the shapes from the mat. Also, the Cricut may not have cut the hole completely, but at least you have a little spot, a sort of marker in place to see where to punch the hole with a hole punch. So I will go ahead and press out the little crimped edge. If you like it, it is sort of decorative, so you could leave it, but I like to just flatten them back out again. So this one I pressed completely. This one still has a little bit of a crimped edge. I don't think you can see that very well. But I also wanted to show you the white edge on the side of the faux leather is still visible. So for that, I use a coordinating color Sharpie and I just color the edges. You may also need to use some curved scissors to trim up any little fuzzies that are remaining. And again, the 1/16 inch hole punch will help you punch the hole where the Cricut started to make the hole but may not have punched all the way through. So I already have these little pieces set and ready to go. So I will show you those. I've cut the light blue top layer of the dreidel from the faux leather. On this one, I did not put the foil on the back because it's a 2-layer earring and the bottom layer already has foil on the back. So I've colored the edges, I've trimmed the edges, and I've repunched the holes. So I will go ahead and layer these on, and then we will press the menorahs onto the teardrops. Here's the fully weeded menorahs. It's a small design, but it weeds very well. I'm always careful when I design my SVGs to make sure that they're going to weed nicely for you and the shapes will cut well. So I will just layer these on, sort of put them next to each other, make sure they match up in terms of the placement, and we will press. This heat transfer vinyl sticks very well to this particular faux leather because the faux leather is smooth. If it's textured, it doesn't work as nicely. So if you're struggling to get heat transfer vinyl to stick on faux leather, it could be because the texture of the faux leather you're working with is causing a problem. So there are the menorah earrings. And to put the earring hooks on, I'm using regular shepherd's earring hooks. And the first thing that I need to do is turn this bottom loop, turn it so that the earring hook will hang straight. So all I want to do is turn it 90 degrees, and I can do that by grasping the hook firmly in my thumb and forefinger and using flat nose pliers, gripping the loop and just turning. And that has the loop is now facing forward. So I've done that already here, and I'm just going to open up some 6mm jump rings with 2 pair of pliers and slide on the bottom layer of the dreidel earring, the top layer, and then the earring hook. And you can see how the coordinating marker color on the side really adds a nice finish. There you have the dreidel earrings with the earring hooks on. And I've already put the earring hooks on the menorahs. And you can see how pretty they look with the foil on the back and the edges colored. So if you liked these Hanukkah earrings, I do also have a teardrop similar to this one with a Star of David pressed out of heat transfer vinyl, and I will link to that for you if you're interested in that project as well. And if you liked this Cricut earring project, I have so many more on my YouTube channel and on my blog at amyromeo.com. I hope you will stick around and check them out. And thanks for watching.